y'all, this is Colt Ford. This is Colt Ford. Take a ride with me through the country. Revisited.
You're listening to the Colt Ford Riding Through the Country special with your host, Danny Mac and Cousin Corey on Average Joe's Radio.
Got to back it on up in the parking lot. Got the beer on ice and the grill is hot. On your mark, get set, baby, ready or not, we gonna get some. We got ribs and things, chicken and baked beans, plates and styrofoam. We came to get it on. Daylight and dark, wherever we all park, just get some. Cause everybody wants some. Tell me if you came here to party with baby, don't worry if you can't wait. We about to get started, so you better hurry up before it's too late. So come on, run, this is gonna be fun. Then pick up, run, and set your fun.
And now, here's your host, Danny Mac and Cousin Corey.
Colt Ford is celebrating his 5-year anniversary of the album Ride Through the Country with a twist on it. It's actually Ride Through the Country Revisited.
So like they're going back and completely making it more awesome than it already was.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the remix style. So they went back in the studio, they put a little twist on the original album with some new versions of your favorite songs from Colt Ford with some new guests. And some of the guests, man, just check this out. Ronnie Dunn, Joe Diffie, Jamie Johnson, John Anderson, Charlie Daniels, Winona, and more.
Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon is not on the album.
Earnhardt Jr. You just started naming everybody. It's like everybody in country music is on this album.
Yeah, so Colt Ford is the man, and you can pick up the album. It's going to be in stores October 1st, and you can also get it on iTunes. Walmart, iTunes. You can pre-order now on iTunes, so that's pretty cool. So October 1st, write that down. Ride Through the Country, revisit it. It's the radio special right here. Let's get this thing going. Colt Ford in the house.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about the album. Ride Through the Country, the original with just John Michael Montgomery, the duet, versus Ride Through the Country with John Michael, Ronnie Dunn, and Joe Diffie. What was the difference in having all three of those guys re-recording this? Did they all have an influence? Did they all have a say in how they wanted to be perceived?
Well, you know, I didn't. That's still still my biggest song, and so many people love that song. And John Michael was the first artist to step up and go, and that was right out of the gate gave me some idea that I was doing something right, because John Michael is a traditional country, mainstream, down the middle artist. That's who he is as a person. I met John is, you know, he was a guy that he loves George Jones and Keith Whitley and Merle Haggard. You know what I mean? That's who he is. That's who he was as an artist. And for him to he called me up and goes, man, his buddy gave it to him, and his buddy Chuck Filiatro gave it to him, who I'd met through some other guys, and I hung up on him the first time he called me. I thought it was one of my friends joking around. So he called me back. He goes, "No, this is John Michael Montgomery, man." He goes, "I'm just a fan. I cannot quit listening to this record." So I went up and met with him. So he was the first one to just step up and go, "Hey, I don't care what anybody says. I like this song, and I think this song is amazing." And he was a part of it. So I didn't want to change that. You know what I mean? But to be able to add Ronnie and Joe to it, who are friends of John Michael's, but it just brings a different element to it. I let them all feel what they, you know. Ronnie did some really cool ad-lib things on there that I think sound unbelievable, and you get to hear three guys that are all undeniably great country singers, but they all sound different, and so, you know, that's a little bit of what's going on today. There's so many things that are copied and imitated. Everybody's trying to sound like somebody else. Those guys just tried to sound like themselves, and that's why I've always loved them. So to have three guys that when you hear them sing, you know who that is. You know, it was just amazing to have all three of them be a part of it. And the song has taken on new life, and my band just played their butt off on there, and I couldn't be more happy with the way this thing has turned out.
Track 1, Ride Through the Country.
Down the road where the blacktop ends, you can find Colt Ford with all his friends. We used to gravel roads and fishing with cane poles. Wasn't no swimming pools, just swimming holes. We was dirt road poor. Cane switch rays, I'd have came a long way since back in the day. Been around the world twice, seen all 50 states. Ate on $1,000 china, love some paper plates. Ain't nothing wrong with them big city lights. Me, I prefer them slow country nights, where I can see the darkness coming in. know most folks is honest and they all speak slow. You leave your door open, ain't nothing to happen. Most country folks ain't, but I could, so I'm rapping. I wanna show y'all where I come from. Invite you all down to any country town.
Now before I pack my things and leave, something I need you to understand.
I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime, that's why I walk the line. I'm just a simple man, and I done the things for cheap thrills, but all my scars heal, so don't you ever cry for me. Cause I ain't ashamed where I'm from, you're always welcome to take a ride through the country.
Up dressed and gone by 5 a.m. Hell is country and he's rapping, we got to play him. Folks been waiting for someone like me to give them some hot beats and spit that country. My jeans don't sag, they fit and kinda tight. Got on a white t-shirt, no nothing but work. Daylight to dark, that's how I was bred. And I'm gonna keep being country till the day I'm dead. Country folks eat biscuits called cat heads, barbecue, baked beans, sweet tea, and white bread. We like to fish and hunt, ain't scared of a fight. Love the good Lord and believe in doing right. Got four-wheel drives, some got mud on them. You keep your Rolls Royce, cause baby we don't want them. Now you all know exactly who I am, and if you ain't into that, I don't give a damn.
Now before I pack my things and leave, something I need you to understand.
Seen a lot of things in my lifetime, that's why I walk the line. I'm just a simple man, and I done the things for cheap thrills, but all my scars heal, so don't you ever cry for me. Cause I ain't ashamed where I'm from, you're always welcome to take a ride through the country.
You might see me on your TV, honey, but that don't mean a thing.
You see, I'm still that same old country boy, that's all I'll ever be. And sometimes those bright lights blind me and make it hard for me to see. But when I need to be reminded, I take a ride through the country. Yeah.
At about 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon, the country folks head down to the local saloon. You welcome to stop in and have a cold bottle. Big city boys, us like up supermodels. We don't care where you're from, long as you polite. Push come to shove and every one of us a fight. We mostly easy like Sunday morning. Old Colt came here to give you fair warning. Country folks won't be pushed around. There's some of us living in every town. We believe in the Bible in the USA. You work hard for what you want, it's the American way. Nobody owe you nothing, supposed to earn your keep. Put in a hard day's work, get a good night's sleep. I know some of y'all think go Colt's kinda odd, but I'm loud, proud, and country by the grace of God.
Now before I pack my things to leave, something I need y'all to understand.
I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime, that's why I walk the line. I'm just a simple man, and I done the things for cheap thrills, but all my scars heal, so don't you ever cry for me. Cause I ain't ashamed where I'm from, you're always welcome to take a ride through the country.
Joe's Radio.
You also worked for Kix Brooks. You know, he was on the last one of your old albums, Declaration of Independence, sang the song All In. Now you got a chance to work for Kix Brooks and with Ronnie Dunn. Who do you like to work with better?
Oh, no, that'd be completely unfair. You think, come on, dude, I ain't no rookie. I ain't going to answer a question like
man.
that. I mean, honestly, they're both tremendously gracious and great guys. They're very different guys, and I think that's what made Brooks and Dunn work. I'd like to be the first person to have Brooks and Dunn sing on a record. Maybe on my next full length album, I'm gonna try to make that happen because, they're both unbelievably nice, and they've both been very kind to me and giving me some advice and things like that. And that's, to me, artists of that stature that have had that kind of success, I think that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to reach out to younger artists and new artists and go, hey, be aware of this, take a look at this, and I think you're supposed to do that. And both of them have been very nice about doing that.
Yeah, I bet both those guys, super nice guys, but you should really pitch it. Kicks, Brooks, Ronnie Dunn, so it should be Brooks, Dunn, and Ford. You kind of.
I like that.
That'd be cool.
I'm going to work on that for my next record. Even if I have to have I'll try to trick them and tell them we're doing something else and get them both to show up in the room and go, while you're here, can y'all just sing on this song together?
Yeah, here's your lyric sheets. Just sing real fast. Yeah, it'd be Brooks, Dunn, Ford. It'd be almost like Run DMC,
Yeah. Almost, but very different.
Your first single would be "Ow Ooh, Play Something Country." We remixed, with like a remix, revisited. That would be awesome.
You sound like a sick hound dog.
Track 2, Mr. Good Time.
I got 2 shot glasses and a bottle of tequila with nothing but time on my hands. I got my boots on tight and some money for the jukebox. Tell me if you're ready to dance.
I said, hey, good looking, what's on your mind? Is there something that I can help you find? She said, I'm looking for a man for me and my kids. I said, honey, he ain't here, but a good time is. She smiled and asked me if I could show her one. I said, take my hand, darling, let's start the fun. I asked her her name, she asked me mine. I said, honey, they call me Mr. Good Time.
I got 2 shot glasses and a bottle of tequila with nothing but time on my hands. I got my boots on tight and some money for the jukebox. Tell me if you're ready to dance. I got a 4-wheel drive parked right outside with no fear when it comes to speed. So if you're looking for a good time, baby, get with it. Take my hand and just come with me.
Well, Lord, how mercy, look what just walked in. It was a tall redhead with a brunette friend. I said, hey there, ladies, y'all ain't from round here. They said, we just passing through, won't you buy some beer? Yes, ma'am, I will, I'll even buy y'all a shot. Said we wanna get wild, is this the right spot? Ladies, you're in luck, everything'll be fine. By the way, them girls call me Mr. Good Time.
I got 2 shot glasses and a bottle of tequila with nothing but time on my hands. I got my boots on tight and some money for the jukebox. Tell me if you're ready to dance. I got a 4-wheel drive parked right outside with no fear when it comes to speed. So if you're looking for a good time, baby, get with it. Take my hand and just come with me.
I know it's time to ride. I can fit half a dozen in my 4-wheel drive. If you wanna see why I got them standing in line, then come on and take a ride with Mr. Good Time.
I got 2 shot glasses and a bottle of tequila with nothing but time on my hands. I got my boots on tight and some money for the jukebox. Tell me if you're ready to dance. I got a 4-wheel drive parked right outside with no fear when it comes to speed. So if you're looking for a good time, baby, get with it. Take my hand and just come with me. Good time, baby, get with it.
Oh, and Joe Diffie, does he still have the mullet, by the way? Just we have people text us questions.
He's got a new and improved version of that.
I'll tell you what, though, that guy is still cooler today than he was back in 1994, for sure, you know?
Honestly, you ask a lot of people in this town, and a lot of people say Joe Diffie's the best country singer they've ever heard. I've been told by several people that Joe actually has a 5-octave voice and can do some crazy things. So, I mean, that you know... Again, everybody on there, and they're all so definitive of who they are in their own right. You know what I mean? When you hear them, you're like, oh, man, that's Ronnie Dunn, or oh, that's Joe Diffie, or there ain't no denying who John Anderson is or who Charlie Daniels is. There's no denying when you hear Winona sing, you're like, oh, my Lord, that's her. So, yeah, it was incredible.
So he definitely doesn't have the Joe Dirt mullet anymore.
No, he's not Joe Dierte anymore.
Joe Dierte.
He's got the new improved version for sure.
Don't church it up, son.
French.
That's a space peanut.
No, I'm afraid not. This is a big old frozen chunk of...
Track 3. No trash in my trailer.
Yes, I live in a single wide. To get up here takes a 4-wheel drive. Got a mean old dog whose name is Sick'em Sam. I got a motor hanging in a tree, a satellite dish, a trampoline, a 68 red Chevelle, been known to raise a little hell all night. Bar fight, some of y'all say I ain't living right. Butter beans and fried spam, I ain't what they say I am. 'Cause there ain't no trash in my trailer. Though you might find an empty can of beer. No, there ain't been no trash in my trailer, oh no, since the day I threw you out of here. Woo! I burn my trash in a drum. Sometimes I shoot my gun. I'm mud bogging, camouflaging the ball game is what I'm watching. I work hard, mow the yard, fish, hunt, knuckle scarred, change the oil, plow the soil. I love a low country boil. I wear a suit for church and stuff. Daddy's the one that made me tough. Told me, son, don't be ashamed of who you are and our family name. Begging and proud, saying it loud, doing my thing for the country crowd. I tell you the truth, don't give a damn, but I ain't what they say I am. 'Cause there ain't no trash in my trailer. Though you might find an empty can of beer. No, there ain't been no trash in my trailer, oh no, since the day I threw you out of here. Go on, burn a little trash here for me, boys. No, there ain't no trash in my trailer. Though you might find an empty can of beer. No, there ain't been no trash in my trailer, oh no, since the day